Hey, real talk, if you've ever sat down to watch something and felt like the sound was just there instead of pulling you in, then what I'm about to say matters. This is for the kind of person who notices when dialogue feels distant, when explosions don't land, and when music in a scene sounds flat instead of dimensional. You don't accept okay as the end of the story, you want depth, clarity, impact. You already know the difference the right sound can make. Take a moment right now to check the current price and stock. Gear like the Sonos Beam Gen 2 doesn't sit still, deals shift, inventory moves, and you don't want to be asking what if later. There was a point when I knew it was time to upgrade. I was watching a show I'd seen before, and for the first time, the dialogue felt detached, the ambience felt like background fuzz, and the music didn't give me goosebumps like it should. That frustration builds up until you snap, this shouldn't feel this way. That snap is your cue, you've outgrown compromise. When I switched to the Beam Gen 2, the first thing I noticed wasn't the Dolby Atmos label, it was the confidence in every sound. Voices weren't buried. Sound effects weren't smeared across channels. Music had space. It was like the audio suddenly understood the story instead of just playing along. Picture this, you're midway through a movie, and a quiet scene unfolds. There's tension in the silence and purpose in every note. That's not a coincidence. That's performance designed to make you feel like you're part of the moment, not just watching it. And once you get a taste of that, going back feels like settling. You'll catch yourself thinking, why didn't I do this sooner? That's not regret talking, that's clarity. When a system delivers sound this focused and expressive, everything else starts to feel like a step below. If you're hesitating because of price swings or availability, remember this, hesitation is expensive when it robs you of the experience you want. Stock changes. Prices rise. Moments pass. Don't let uncertainty decide for you. You might wonder if a simpler bar could almost do the job. But here's the thing, every time you compare, your brain won't ask if it's close enough. It'll ask if it's enough. And deep down, you already know what enough feels like, and it doesn't feel layered, immersive, or satisfying. And the unexpected upside? Owning this changes how you feel about your space. You invite people over because your living room finally sounds right. You watch more because it's genuinely enjoyable. You don't just hear sound, you experience it. Sound that feels alive and intentional, dialogue that sits right up front, ambience that carries depth and nuance, immersion that pulls you into every scene, a sense of control instead of compromise. It isn't the cheapest option, it makes lesser setups feel frustratingly thin. At some point you stop looping through comparisons and choose what your instinct already picked. Don't let this be one of those upgrades you delay and look back on with a shrug. Check the price, see what's available, and if your gut is leaning in, make the call. Own your audio experience.